All right, Shalom. First off, I want to start off with saying all praises, honor, and glory is due to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem HaKakadash. All praises to the world calls God's true name. In the Hebrew is Yahweh, by Hashem meaning in the name, and Yahushai being the name of the only begotten Son. Also want to say double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and mercy to the all for like preaching his word in truth and sincerity. I'm the brother Tyler Zabah in the Great Millstone, Arizona camp. Lord will with another video to edify. And here we go. You know, Apostle Tahar put up this video. It automatically pissed me off. Because you look at these Jakes and look at the man's face, man. You can tell that's a man who went through a lot of shit that hasn't got his vindication. Right? The wrongs were not made right. This woman, she's just happy to be not 100% under the Edomite. But that man in his eyes, you can see he's just like, man, this shit still ain't right. All right, so I'm going to play this and Lord will this be edifying.
I work hard. He work hard.
I worked hard. I get up at 4 o'clock and get my breakfast done. Just at dawn of day, I go to the field and we pick cotton.
Mr. and Mrs. Haywood Jenkins of Sharkey County, Mississippi have, between them, picked cotton for over a century.
My boss man came along. He says, Mary Jane? I said, sir. I say, when you wash? I said, I washed last night. He said, I don't want you to do that no more. That's my agent, you know. He says, every Friday morning or Friday evening, you wash. And let all the children stay there with you until you get through. When you get through, then y'all can go back to the field and wait. Now, the agents was mean, some of them. Some of them was mean. They want to whoop the colored people. And that time, the white man come along.
Look at him. Look at him. He listening to her story. He know he got worse. This is shit that Esau loves to try to push under the rug, man. The stories they can tell, the stories their grandparents could tell. Right? Or the real atrocities that went on and happened. But you devils, y'all put us to work to the point you just shot at souls. Well, guess what we're going to do in the kingdom? We're going to get you back with the same treatment, man. We're going to shadow your soul through much labor, man. We're going to make you work with rigor like you did us. Revelation 13:9, it says, and if any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. This is a code that the Lord wrote into the fabric of life, right? That these things will happen, man. Just like the law of gravity, everything has an equal and opposite force, right? Like they say. That's a law written into the code of reality, right? So the Lord wrote this as a code of reality. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. And this is what the saints are patiently waiting on in faith. Not that everybody gets love, not that so-called Jesus Christ comes down and just delicately takes everybody away. Nah, we're waiting for the Lord to put out his judgment on our captors, right? And those that killed us. And the chief of all that is Esau Edom. Right? But you gonna go into captivity. You put us into captivity, hardcore bondage, hardcore slavery. Scriptures go as far to say all that held them captive refused to let us go. So what you think we gonna do? When the Lord comes, man, we gonna put y'all in chains. You're gonna get whooped. You're gonna get worked. Right? Isaiah 30:15, it says, for thus saith Yahweh power, the Holy One of Israel. In returning and rest shall you be saved. In quietness and in confidence shall your strength shall be your strength, and ye would not. Is this the right one? Jeremiah 30. Salakia. Jeremiah 30 and 16. It says, therefore all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them. Right? This man, bro. This man has a face.
Now the agents was mean, some of them. Some of them was mean.
Mr. and Mrs. Haywood.
I'd get out
I gotta pull up his face, man.
And get my breakfast done.
For over a century.
My boss man came along. He says,
Work hard. He work.
That's a man that looks like he's been. Look at his eyes. That's a man that looks like he was fully devoured, bro. No strength left in him. Saw everything get taken away from him time and time again. He had no strength, no power. Then the ones that did it all to him just said, here you go. Get your ass out of here, and left him high and dry. And there was no retribution made. It says, therefore all that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity. You see? All our adversaries. And who, the scriptures tell you, for what nation had not gotten of the children of Israel spoils. Everybody had a hand in taking us down. Everybody had a hand in putting us in captivity, but chiefly you Edomites. You so-called white people, you American-made Edomite. The German, the so-called the Edomite Italians, right? Because there's a lot of Jake over there in Germany. There's a lot of Jake over there in Italy, right? You got the fucking the English. A lot of y'all, all y'all gonna pay. All y'all gonna pay, man. Right? Every one of them shall go into captivity, and they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all that prey upon thee will I give for the prey. See, the Lord is going to give these heathen unto us as a prey. When we go to bed, we thinking about how to mess you up in the morning. When we wake up in the morning, we thinking how to mess you up in the evening. That's what it's going to be. You Edomites did it. It says, for I will restore health. See, this, the Lord giving us the power to do this to you heathen, to our enemies, all that put us into slavery. This is what the Lord says. He says, for I will restore health unto thee. This is equated to the Lord restoring health back unto us, man. Because what does the scripture say? Hope deferred, make it the heart sick. So going through all this shit with no recourse, no ability to get your lick back, man, that tears down the body, it tears down the mind, it tears down the soul. It says it in the book of Ecclesiasticus, in Apocrypha, it says, Sirach 25 and 7, it says, there be 9 things which I have judged in my heart to be happy, and the 10th will I will utter with my tongue, a man that had joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemies. And that's what we're waiting for. That's going to restore health back unto us. Right? Verse 17, back in Jeremiah 30 and 17, it says, for I will restore health unto thee, and I will heal thee of thy wounds, say Yahweh, because they called thee an outcast, saying, this is Zion, whom no man seeketh after. Right? It says, verse 18, thus say Yahweh, behold, I will bring again the captivity of Jacob's tents, and have mercy upon his dwelling places, and the city shall be builded upon her own heap, and the palace shall remain after the manner thereof. Out of them shall proceed thanksgiving and joy of them, in the voice of them that make merry, and I will multiply them, and they shall not be few. I will also glorify them, and they shall not be small. Their children also shall be as aforetime and their congregations shall be established before me, and I will punish all that oppress them. See, the time's coming where the Lord's going to bless us and punish all that oppressed us. And who's been that most oppressor? Who's been the greatest oppressor? You Edomites, man. You Edomites. But the Lord got something written in the code for that, written in the story for it. That's the beautiful part. Isaiah 14:1, it says, for Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel. He didn't mix any other nations into that. He didn't say he was going to have mercy on Edom or Moab. He said he was going to have mercy on Jacob and yet choose Israel. He didn't say he was going to choose the other nations. And I will set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of Yahweh for servants and handmaids. When you say possess, that's ownership, right? We're going to own you like we own our horses, like we own our chariots, like we own our shoes, like we own our clothes. You will be property, right? Private property. And what we do to you is going to be between us and the Lord, as long as we don't go off. We ain't going to be buck breaking like you Edomites did. But there's other ways to pay you back. It says, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of Yahweh for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captive, whose captives they wore, and they shall rule over their oppressors. You go to the book of Revelation, it says we're going to rule these heathen, the nations, with a rod of iron, right? With a rod of iron, right? We're going to rule over our oppressors, right? We're going to put y'all to work. We're going to beat you, right? We're going to oppress you. Hey, there's going to come a time where we're going to have so much power over all these heathen, especially Edomites, that you're going to wake up every day, like the prophecy said, like in the book of Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter said, when it is day, we shall say, when will it be evening? When it's evening, you say, when shall it be morning? We're going to put you in a constant state of depression, like, oh, shit, right? Because you're never going to know what's going to come. The only day you're going to have off is the Sabbath. It's the only day. Other than that, get your ass to work, right? Isaiah 49 and 22. It says, thus saith Yahweh, behold, I will lift up mine hand to the Gentiles and set up my standard to the people, and they shall bring thy sons in their arms, and thy daughters shall be carried upon their shoulders. That's the rulership position, right? And kings shall be thy nursing fathers, and their queens thy nursing mothers. That's a servant's position. And you think about a woman, if a woman has an ability to nurse, she's breastfeeding. So what she would give to her own child to build them up, she's giving to your kids. I mean, she's giving forth all that she has to build you up. That's the significance of the nursing father and the nursing mother. Right? They're giving everything to us. They shall bow down to thee with their face toward the earth, right? So these proud ass devils that had this lifted up mind say, hey, don't worry, the time is coming. The time is coming. The great humbling is on its way. It says, and lick up the dust of thy feet, and thou shalt know that I am Yahweh, for they shall be ashamed that they shall not be ashamed that wait for me. Right? Y'all gonna build up our shit. Y'all gonna take care of everything we tell you to take care of. And when you mess up, hey, punishment. Severe punishment. Just like y'all did to us, man. Just like you did to us. But you will be slaves in the kingdom, man. Under the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. Who are the Israelites. You're gonna be slaves unto us. Right? And the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls. Right? Don't that sound like slavery? Right? For in my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor I have had mercy upon thee. Therefore thy gate shall be open continually, right? There might be more on this, actually. No, I'll keep going. It says, and the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls. We ain't gonna be doing the work. Just like you Edomites didn't do the work in this kingdom. We ain't gonna be doing the work in our kingdom. Nah, get your ass to work. It says, and their king shall minister unto thee, for in my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor I had mercy on thee. Therefore thy gates shall be continually open. Therefore shall thy gates be open continually. They shall not be shut day nor night, that men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles, and their kings may be brought. Meaning y'all gonna give us everything good. The heathen too. Whatever's good in their nation. India, give us some spices. Yeah, give us some spices. Right? Right? Moab with the textiles. Yeah, I want that silk. Give me that silk. Right? It says, for the nation and the kingdom that will not serve thee, they shall serve thee shall perish. Yeah, those nations shall be utterly wasted. And that's what's going to happen. So if you don't get down, when we tell you to get down, that's it. But you devils are going to pay, man. The look that this man, that bewildered, defeated look that he has on his face, you heathen will have it. Shalom.